Hey, what's up ladies and gents? Welcome to another eFootball 2024 video with your host SpoonyPizzas. Today we're going to be looking at quick counter team play style. So we have got the manager Spoony from Atalanta taking the helm, and I've just taken a look at this team. So we've got a goal poacher in Kylian Mbappe, a deep lying forward as a support striker in Eric Cantona, Rodri as a anchorman in defensive midfield, Jude Bellingham as a box-to-box midfielder. We've got two prolific wingers, Chiesa and Garnacho. We've got two defensive fullbacks, Costa Curta and Wan-Bissaka. Then in that centre-back line, we've got build-up players, Varane and Van Dijk. Okay, we're up against Gareth Southgate's England, who are using an out-wide play style. So we'll just see what the sort of benefits are to the quick counter system. We're starting on neutral attack defence strategy for the time being. It's a beautiful goal from Jude Bellingham for England. Yeah, good numbers are in and around him. It's just a really nicely taken goal. Perhaps giving a little bit too much time on the ball. Van Dijk coming back there to win it. Here's Garnacho. Skips past his man. Plays the ball in field to Bellingham. Oh, just about to unleash my own shot with Bellingham before being denied. Oh, Chiesa's in. Oh, catastrophic error there. You can see here, players quick to get back in goal side. As soon as I turned over the ball, but Chiesa was alive. He didn't retreat. Intercepted that pass and scores. So players do sprint back quite quickly on this with this tactic. Similar to sort of long ball counter. No! Oh my word, Harry Kane. We expected him to miss that. But good number of defenders in the box as well. So it's going to be like one of these formations that's very sort of hard to score against, because you end up generally hitting like 5 people in the penalty box, all sat on the goal line. I find that really annoying. And it must have been this play style that was really frustrating me. And that makes sense, because you know, quick counter is all about springing from a deep lying place. It means your players have to travel further though to get up the pitch if they're in your own box. I personally don't like to defend my penalty box like that, because it's all about luck, you know. In terms of getting in the way of the shot, I'd much rather have pressure on the ball, if that makes sense. I don't want people just to be sat on the goal line just hoping it hits them and goes out, rather than, you know, it could literally go anywhere. Oh, well played, Bellingham. Ball around the corner into Chiesa. Chiesa's away. Walker does really well though to get back and make the tackle. Let's go and find Garnacho here. I like the position my sort of prolific wingers are taking up. Where Garnacho's setting. It's got like some good space there to operate in. Obviously, the prolific winger role is not activated as left and right midfield, so just behaving how a player without an actual player skill goes, and there's no surprise that it is a winger who picks up the ball. Like I said, I really do like the sort of winger positions. They are really advancing. They're getting really far forward for a sort of left midfield and right midfield. You get plenty of players forward in these attacks with this formation tactic, or this play style, should I say. And they will come back as well. Like Garnacho there, just tucked in. Made it sort of very hard to play through this formation. There's Jude Bellingham. Ball around the corner. Cantona. Oh, he's looking for Mbappe. Mbappe made a really good run. So positioning wise going forward, it's very nice. I'm actually really liking this tactic, especially going forwards. Oh, I was going to play the ball back through to Bellingham there, but just got shoved off the ball. Chiesa. Nice little return ball back to Chiesa. Ball in, and Mbappe gets there, but can't quite get the decisive touch. Van Dijk has to do some chasing back now. Totally destroyed by Grealish. Grealish goes for a curler. We're just going to clear our lines for a minute, and that's a great tackle by Van Dijk.
There will be 1 minute added time.
How many challenges has he won in this game? Okay, so interesting first half. There's a lot to digest from this sort of quick counter play style. Stamina looks good so far. One thing I thought about that might be an issue with the how deep your players drop back and how quickly they get forward. Yeah, stamina could be a real issue, but looks okay at the minute. Even the likes of Rodri, whose form is off. And I will try some different fullbacks because it's working really well with the defensive fullbacks, but I have got some alternatives on the bench just to see how they behave. And just to see if it's going to leave you short in defence. Talking about short in defence. It's a nice ball out to Grealish, and he curls one in. Well, I said about being exposed defensively, but Wan-Bissaka and Van Dijk get caught here. Perhaps I should have brought Wan-Bissaka across, but didn't think Van Dijk was going to catch Kane. Let's try and force that extra pass. Chiesa into Bellingham, onto Rodri now. That's the only thing I don't really like about this formation. Is, let me just go to the replay here. Is when Rodri picks this up. Like Cantona is dropping in a little bit too much as a sort of, maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have like a creative playmaker in there because Rodri's here. We've got Bellingham too far back. Perhaps should have played it to Costa Curta, who's sort of waiting for it here, calling for the ball. I thought Cantona was in a good position there because if he stays there instead of moving forward, he can play it to Garnacho or Mbappe. But he sort of, it's a pretty bad pass, and that's because he's under pressure as well. So yeah, I should have played the simple ball to Costa Curta, but maybe we'll try a sort of a different style instead of a deep line forward. There's Garnacho now. Mbappe. So go cut inside and let Mbappe go around the outside. And that's what we've done. Oh. I do like those stunning shots, but they take so long to wind up sometimes.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Then step over there from Garnacho, but it wasn't good enough. I'll tell you what, I do love this game. Like, the AI wise, it's much better. Like, Grealish is so tricky on this wing. I'm really struggling to deal with him. That's what I mean by the numbers in defence and sort of pinging around. Got a little bit lucky that it deflected my way, but I don't like to defend like that. I don't like to defend on luck. It's not my way of defending, but if you are not good at defending, you know, if you're not the greatest at defending and find yourself really struggling in that department, then defensively this might suit you. But I think learning to defend properly is a better way. That was just lazy. It's nice. Crossed in. Oh, it should be a tap in for Garnacho. Okay, I'm going to make some changes to the players now and bring on some different type of fullbacks. More sort of offensive, I would say. Oh, but look at that stamina drain for those midfielders there. And defenders. Interesting. So in 73rd minute, I've not really seen that sort of impact to centre-backs before. It's really worrying. I've got centre-back in Antonio Silva that I can bring in. Don't really want to waste that substitution. Cantona can play a little bit deeper, so we can maybe make him attack midfield. Like I said, I want to change the fullbacks just to see how that differs. Bring in Barla. You have to change the winger for Kubo, and that's going to be it. That's going to be all our changes, unfortunately. So stamina does seem to be a bit of an issue with this tactic, especially with centre-back positions, which is really surprising. I've never ever seen centre-backs get quite so tired before. Normally it's my strikers, my wingers, my midfield players, and you want to freshen up those positions, right? Because they make a real impact.
Number 66, Alexander Arnold. Number 5, Alfonso Davis. Number 23, number 22
is Garnacho. It's a bit ambitious, try to find Mbappe there. So we'll see how the fullbacks behave. Here's Alfonso Davies, player of the week. Here's Cantona picking up a bit deeper now. Ooh, rising effort. Easily parried away by the goalkeeper. Cantona easily dispossessed that. I think I would play with a much faster strike force. Possibly. Oh, if I could find Mbappe that. Well, Alfonso Davies doing a great job defensively here. Just feel like Cantona's, you know, putting like a bit more pace, a bit more spring on the counter, you know, with how fast players get forward. Go for like a really offensive formation.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Set. Power through Mbappe! Oh. Unlucky. That was the moment. As soon as he gets away from his man, Super Council helped down. He did have a hand on me, so it does decrease the accuracy, like I said. Okay, I'm just going to summarize my thoughts on the quick counter team play style. So one of the things I really did like about this is you find like a lot of players get forward very, very quickly. Your midfielders, especially your wide players, my left midfield, right midfield players. This is great for getting goals and getting goals to get you into a match you're possibly losing as well. In terms of the wingers, the left midfield and right midfield, they track back so well. They tuck in and help out with your defending as well. Some of the things I disliked about this, the main one for me was the defense was dropping too deep too soon into the penalty box. This means it's going to rely on luck for blocking shots, and it's going to require excellent, impeccable player selection. I much prefer to defend on the edge of the box, and we're going to see that with the long ball counter play style in my future videos. Now, one of the other things I would say is this doesn't feel like a balanced formation. Like I said, lots of players get going forward during the attacking phase, which is going to leave you susceptible to counter press, especially dangerous when losing the ball during the transition in your own half as you find players bomb forward, often leaving you with no one to pass to. I didn't find that too much or too bad, to be honest, but if you're not good at passing the ball, or that is one of your weak areas, you may find yourself getting exploited here. In terms of stamina depletion, it was a little bit weird how we saw our defenders or centre backs get tired, which is something I've not really seen before. I prefer the sort of advanced line get tired, because then you can mix it up and you can change it up, and that's really where you want your players to, you want to defend from the front, right? So you want them to be fresh. You don't want to have to replace your defender. So that's another thing that I didn't really like about this team play style. You do need a whole player or creative playmaker to link that midfield and attack. Otherwise, I was finding the gaps too big between the deep lying forward and my box-to-box midfielder, who didn't go forward far enough. I found that they only really advance once you reach the final third, but then they're entering the box too late at that position, in my opinion. And I also found there's like a little bit of player rotation as well, especially left midfield and right midfield players. They were getting into sort of central areas of the pitch, and they're getting really far forward and posing a real threat. And as we saw, both goals came from the wide areas because of that. Now, what I would like to see is probably, if I had a manager like Cruyff or Xavi from the Barcelona pack, they can utilize possession and then maybe switch to quick counter as a nice alternative, just to mix things up. Maybe if you need the goal towards the end of the game, then this would be ideal to switch to, because then you can just literally throw caution to the wind. But other than that, I did really quite like this playstyle. It was not one of the worst ones I've seen so far, and I want to let you guys know your thoughts in the comments about the quick playstyle. What sort of formation and tactic do you use? Are you having a lot of success with it? But I just found that the defensive line just dropping too deep, relying on blocks on the line. That is not my style of defending. I find that too risky. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.